Hey everybody, it's Blizzard and playing some more Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time we did some stuff in Kakiri Forest, and now we're entering the Great Deku Tree. Inside the Deku Tree. And it shows us a ladder for some reason. Who knows, but you know. Who knows, but apparently you do? So here's a Deku Nut, which we can get from enemies and stuff now. So I'm going to quickly go into my inventory. I'm going to put my sticks down there. That's the wrong button. There, and my nuts there. So, first off, we can climb this ladder. There's also some, like, vines and places that we can climb. Speaking of which, coming up right over here are some vines. Unfortunately, there's some Scotillas on the wall, but we can't actually kill them. But you can pass them. If they're looking at you, they'll turn purple, and if you stop moving, then they will change color. You can climb it that way, but I'm going to leave that for now because I need to go do some other stuff first. Starting off, we have this chest right here. So now that we've done that, we get the dungeon map. So, in dungeons, if you do not have the dungeon map, you cannot see the map. It also has levels now, and like it shows where the map is, and then something else, which we'll be having a look at in some time. Also, this is about to be the dumbest thing ever. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A, the open door button. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. If only there was a way to turn off that, like, help thing. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? Sure. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the control stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work though, if the cliff is really, really high. Heh. Well, try it if you are feeling bold. Waha. And with that, he drops a heart for us to pick up, which we don't need because we've never been hurt yet. And he opens up this door. Now, if we step onto this, it falls, which you could have avoided by going to left or right, but, you know, I decided not to. Let's avoid that big chest for now and go up here to where it's gonna have the more important item, right? Let's open it. It's a secret item. It's a heart piece. No, just like a heart, like just a heart, recovery heart. And I'm at full health. It is helpful if you're like new to the game and you're doing like having trouble with it, but still. Over here we have the fairy slingshot. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the control stick. Release C to unleash a Deku Seed. If you want to shoot right away when you first press C, hold C down C a little longer just to get the seed ready. So, those Deku Seeds we saw in the shop were actually ammo for this, basically. And if we get a slingshot or Z targeting, we can quickly do it like that. That was speedrunning tactics right there, if I do say so myself. But also if you just go in, like, in just a sec, I'm going to show you how it normally works, if you're not Z-targeting anything, on these Scotillas right here. So if you just bring it out normally, just aim, you can just kill it like that, and like that. And then you can just go up there without having to worry about any of the monsters killing you on the way up. I have far too many rupees than I should have right now. Anyway, let's climb up this vine. And now that we are on the top floor of the Deku Tree, which is a very small dungeon, I guess. Also, I forgot to basically say, this is the first dungeon of the game. If you hit this Scoutilla, he goes from side to side, but when he turns his back, if you hit him, you can actually do damage. He usually takes 2 normal hits, and then he dies or whatever, and then 1 jump attack hit. Also, if you bring out your stick and Z target, you can actually do that also just broke my stick because sticks are very easy to break. If you've got one on fire like that, it's gonna burn down slowly. But if you put it back in inventory, it goes back to normal. We'll be looking at what else we can do with that in just a second. But first, we have this. Also, sticks in a jump attack do like 4 times damage. And if you bring out your sword, do a jump attack, and then hold up your shield like this, and then do a stab attack. That does the same amount of damage as that jump attack did because of it being the last attack. So if I do that, that's going to be the same amount of damage as I do now. Like that. Okay, now that we've got that done, I'm going to not press the wrong button. And let's see what's in this chest. It's going to be something really exciting, right? Oh, you found the compass. Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. Oh, it's the best item in the game, clearly. Let's kill this guy and take his stick. That's... yes. So let's, kill you. This guy, as you can see, he drops Deku nuts if you kill him while he's not being... if you don't, like, cut his vine thing, his stem. You can just cut his face. Cut his flower thing. Oh dear. It just sounds so bad sometimes. Okay, so if we go over here, there's a chest which has another helpful item. A heart. Just a random heart. Hopefully it's not another human. Maybe like a no, I don't really want a heart. Really, I want, except for my heart, I want to keep that in my body. Just keep your hands off. So if we go over this way now, at the bottom of the tree there's a circle, like a hole in the ground, with spiderweb over it. So if we go here and line ourselves up with this heart, and then jump off, we actually break through the web right there. And now that we're here, if we kill these, I don't know if I mentioned before, but when you kill these, I'm gonna have to read the text again. I'm gonna have to, once you kill them, that token will appear, gold token, and if you can jump to it or collect it, you destroyed a gold scotilla. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Now that's the second one we've gotten. We'll find out what we're doing with those later, but for now, we have 2 of them. There's 3 in each dungeon to collect, and then a lot just on the overworld. Yeah, another heart. Yeah. Also, here's the 3rd one of this dungeon, so let's collect that. We'll climb the vine to it. And there we go. So, as we can see here, there's a little thing just under the water. And since I don't know if I mentioned before, but we actually use a stick and lift it up and then lift another torch. I'm like getting behind because there's so much happening in the game that I can't mention. We can actually burn down spiderwebs as well, so. But if the stick goes into the water while it's still burning, it'll go out and you'll get your stick back, but, you know. Okay, so here's another one of these guys. We can get to him before he runs away. Please forgive me, Master. I will never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. Really cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punch them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. This is the same every single time we play it. And yeah. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes, I do. So if we now get out our slingshot, this door is barred. You can't actually get through it. If we get our slingshot and shoot this eye, which this is what you do with these eyes, you normally, or what, I don't know. It will usually trigger something. Now, after you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there's some interesting things underwater. Bit of like a how to beat this room kind of thing. There's a switch underwater over here. And we can only go down underwater for 3 seconds and then have to go straight up. Not like straight up, but like slowly go up for air. So we can only go 3 meters down, or whatever the measurement is in the game. And then we can hit switches, and that lowered the water level, allowing us to not get knocked off that by the spinning spike death thing. Anyway, there's that. That guy's, the skeletal is dead. And another block text thing, Navi, howtodbeat.com. Stand next to this block and grab it with, grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push it or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing control stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Also, that ticking sound is basically ticking because it's a limited time for that water switch. So now the water's rising up again. So now we've pulled that block closer to here, we can actually get up here as well. And now we can go into here. Now, as I didn't quite show what we did last time, we got a stick, and then we bring it to these, we can light them up, and it opens the door for us. There's going to be a lot of these in the game, I think, just a fair few at least. Anyway, this guy always starts looking the other way for some reason, bad level design really. But yeah, if we kill this guy, we can get his stick. But here we have a circle on the ground for some reason. And it looks like some stuff falling from the roof. If we look up, there's some egg things on the roof. And if we go where they are, they will actually break open with little monsters inside. These monsters are going to be important in just a second, once we get further in this dungeon. And they have a little, like, if you have few attacks, I think one of them is like a dash thing or something like that. I don't know. I didn't spend long enough to show what they did. So this thing here we can't do anything with right now. But if we get our stick out right now and then go over to the spider web, we can burn it down and go through that little hole there. And if you've been paying very close attention to the map, we're about to enter a room we've already been in. But a place we could not be before. We're on this part of that room that I was talking about Scotilla's in. If we push this block down now that we've learned how to do that, because we didn't know how to push blocks before, by standing in front of them and pushing them. So let's push it off this cliff, this ledge here, and now we have an easy way back up. So we can go over here. And there was another hole in the ground over there. But we can't get up there without that block thing there. And if we roll while on here, we can burn it up like that. Anyway, now that we're in this water here, if we go over these hearts here, we'll automatically collect them for some reason. I don't know why, but now we have 3 of these guys, which we've been told an order to. So if we stand in front of them and try to beat them in this order that we're told, 23 is number 1 is the usual way it's remembered by. And then talk to him. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. If you got them in the wrong order, they'll just all go back to normal and you have to try it again. And with that, we're at the boss. If we look on the map, you can tell it's the boss because it's got a skull next to it. We also see that the compass reveals chest locations, but we've already got them all. It's like a small box with like a line through it. And the skull represents the boss, and the link like shows where you are, what level you're on. So let's go in here. It also shows, makes the arrows appear on the map on this normal screen. So let's go in now. That was a lot of explaining gone. Let's go in. And now that we're in here, it's dark and misty and we've been locked in. Now, if we go into if we press the C up button and then look up, we can see the boss. Parasitic armored something. If we throw the nut thing there, we can stun her. Okay, once you're stunned, I failed. This is Goma. She is the first boss. If you stun her, you can then attack her eye, but you have to do it then. Also, if she, when she did her red eye thing just up there, she will lay eggs and they'll hatch into those monsters we saw before. Also, this is like a bigger version of those monsters we saw before. But if you destroy the eggs before they hatch, then you can actually stop them from spawning ever. And that was the quickest version I've ever played that boss ever. And skills are a thing that exist. And I have. Every boss will give you a heart container, which increases your health, maximum health. And it also heals you, so. And now that we've beaten the boss, we can walk into the light. I'm going into the light. Not actually dying, this is just a teleportation thing to get out of the dungeon after every boss. Okay. Well done, Blue Toad. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I cannot read this guy after so long. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Would thou listen? No! No, Blizzard. You must know that my time is short. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. He will make you listen either way. This evil man, ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, the three golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Faror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Faror. With her rich soul produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The three great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the Aodia, and the golden sacred triangles remained as since then, the sacred triangles have become the basics of our four providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. hard to keep up with some of these text boxes sometimes, especially in those cutscenes. Thou must never allow the desert man. Desert man? That sounds like a chef or something. I don't know. In black armor, to lay his hands on the sacred trifles. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Blue Toad, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou must surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. You got the Kakuri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Blue Toad. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Blue Toad to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Go goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Blue Toad. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Okay, now that we've done that, hey Blue Toad, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do such a thing like that? It's all your fault. Okay, and now that that's all done, we've completed the dungeon, and now we're going to be heading off to Hyrule Field. Well, just Hyrule in general, because aren't we in Hyrule already? But I don't know. But now that we've done that this exit of the forest is now open. This kid will no longer block us. And next time on Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we'll be going out there and see what the world has for us. See you guys then.